kindly telling you to leave. Go be fuzzy elsewhere. I don't care if it's just in the opposite corner, I just want to stretch my leg. Oh, and for some reason I forgot the word stretch summons the other one. Okay, lay down. Okay, hold on. Before I start doing things, yes, you can have your hugs. There you go. Come here. Come get your hug or don't. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good fuzzy Negroes. Good fuzzy Negro. So there you go. Oh, that's what I keep telling other people. Play whatever. That's also how I end up playing. Hey! No! You fucking piranha. Don't look at me! You're bigger than her. Stop it! Don't look at me like I'm supposed to defend you. It has pointy teeth. And it doesn't know when to stop playing. You're bigger than me. Yeah, see? There you go. Okay, lay down. I'm done with you two. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, I finished getting everything kind of over here and set up. Lay down. Lay down! Looks at me like a victim because I yelled at it. Yeah, no, I keep telling people I'll play whatever. I'm good with whatever. I'm willing to play whatever. And that's how I ended up doing a Dying Light playthrough. I'd say you're welcome to join us when that time comes, but when we get back to doing it, we're not too far in. But I'd say you're welcome to join us. But it sounded like you hated that one. So. Yeah, no, I got a bad habit of B trying to go do the mission, and I'm in the middle of the street, like, yeah, come on, bitch, fucking beat the shit out of everything. It depends. Some games I'll kind of like, all right, what's the next mission? Then other games it's like la 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 through the fucking streets. That's it was going smooth, but his one buddy joined. And just all fucking sense of communication went out the window like always. And so I mean, and then we hadn't picked it up since because that was the end of his playtime for the week kind of thing. All right, I gotta make you a floor so you don't have to fucking send me requests. But yeah, no, I don't know. Every time one of his buddies joined, every time one of his buddies join, the communication just goes out the window instantly. And then anytime his other buddy joins, it becomes this, and I've said it before, he just can't hear anything but what he's devised as a plan. Like, it's not a my way or the highway thing, it's just, he just can't, anybody else's idea doesn't compute, so you have to just watch him work through it to come to the same consensus as everybody else. I haven't run into him too much, though. I think I finally put him off one of the last couple times I played with him, because where's the fucking, it's back here, we gotta move up. One of the last couple times I played with him was kind of funny, and I was way ahead of everybody, and I was just kind of minding my own business, and we go to the exfil ship basically, and he's there, I'm there, the other two people are catching up to us slowly. Well, the other two people are catching up to us slowly. Well, he's, like, he's got one way opened up. Now, again, the other people are catching up to us. We're going to be waiting a minute. So I verbally say out loud, oh yeah, I'm just going to dig this side out, because why not? We have the time. But this way's open. And we got time to kill, so I'm just gonna open this side too, because why not? Like, you know, nothing else to do at the moment. But, like, this side's open. I'm aware, and I'm just digging this out solely because I can while I wait. But, like, this side's open, you can just come around this way. Did I fucking stutter? Like, are you just that incapable of hearing anything else that goes against the, like, pre-made plan you have in your head? Like, do you at least hear it? Or does it just sound like, you know, like, fucking... like, it's one thing if you're just fixated, but, like, do you actually, like, at least hear it come through on the other side? Suddenly he doesn't join, you know, suddenly he joins and he's like, oh, yeah, and then he hangs out for a minute, talks, and then leaves if I'm in there, I've noticed. So the other guy's like, well, because the guy I was playing with, he was trying to explore new things because it was a new update on that game. He was trying to explore new things. His wife was the other person playing, so he's kind of half babysitting her. He's trying to keep up with, you know, he's trying to talk to Kildrak. He's trying to keep up with me, this and that. And he goes, I feel like, you know, and at the end he's like, you know, I feel like everyone's just kind of, you know, everyone gets a little frustrated with me sometimes. I'm like, I'm the one that fucking asked if I fucking stuttered. Like, what did you do? I'm the one that stopped being polite about shit. Like, no, I don't know if it's worth catching that shit in a bucket, just because, like, I mean, I don't know, try to pace and drive ahead is kind of... I was thinking about it this whole time, looking at it, and it was like, I feel like trying to pace that thing and just suck anyways. I'll start bringing the asphalt paver up that side. Yeah, we were running through it. We played a couple times, and then he joined the last one there, and fucking, it was all communication went out the window, and I spent the first, like, 10 minutes, or I spent the first, like, hour trying to say shit, and then spent, like, 10 minutes basically repeating one thing, and then I just fucking threw the communication out my window. It's like, alright, I'm done trying. Talking to the fucking wall. It wasn't bad when it was just two of us, but then after that it was you know, one of them's going one way, one of them's going the other way. They're both thinking of different plans, and I'm just over here like, yep, still trying to open this thing. Yep, no, okay, bye. It depends. So, yeah. Well, and for that, it's not bad, but it's when everyone's running in the three different directions and they're fucking dying and needing to get revived, or waiting to start missions and stuff like that. It wasn't super bad that the communication went out the window, but it was also causing problems because it's like, oh, look, somebody's sitting there fighting that direction, and then all of a sudden you get hit in the back, and it's like, oh, and everyone's gone. Like, so, but I mean, it wasn't anything that was too bad. It was just kind of like, alright, whatever. We just kind of gave up saying anything, and then that died out for the night shortly after anyways, so it didn't matter much. But yeah, no, it definitely depends on the game. Either you need a lot of communication for some, or you don't need any, or you can just kind of... Well, and that's the thing, even if you don't have communication, you can kind of watch what, you know, the one other... If you're just playing with one or two people, it's easy to get around the communication, because you don't need to necessarily say it. It's easy to glance over and be like, oh, they're doing that, and just fill in the gap. Like, I was playing Void Crew, and That's one for me that needs communication, because I'm not watching what you're doing. So I mean, if you're waiting for somebody to, if you're pull up to a spot, waiting for somebody to jump out and kind of go bouncing through space to the satellite or whatever, I mean, I don't know you're fucking here until we're here. Like, did you ever play Elite Dangerous? So it's basically Elite Dangerous, only you also actually have the ability to like get outside of the ship. It's what Elite Dangerous was starting to go towards before they fucking canceled it on console. Well, yeah, like I said, well, not even so much that, just in general, like I went to play No Man's Sky a few times, and then it just never panned out, whether it was we just ended up picking a different game, or things changed for whatever reason. This fucking thing is just, I can't get over any of these curbs in this far end. See, and what's funny about that for me is No Man's Sky had such a horrible reputation when it came out, and and people have said it. They redeemed themselves and so on, but um, yeah, no, I agree. But no, they fucking I don't know. Uh, I beat you to it. But yeah, no, I didn't hear much good from them. And then I was debating whether or not to ever bother with it. Then it landed on Game Pass, so I'm like, alright, that's fine. I ain't paying for it, so I don't give a shit. Especially now, I'm fucking cheat the Game Pass thing in general ever since they raised the price. I mean, I cheated it before, but definitely cheated since they raised the prices, just because, no, that just didn't fly with me. But, what'd you say? I have Game Pass. I just stopped, yeah. Oh, I only paid $2 for it now. $2 for a month. What do you mean? Okay, so back in the day, oh, that's right. So back in the day, come on, I fucking despise this truck. I truly do. So back in the day, I used to always do Ford stuff. That I used to always do the like the prepaid Xbox Live cards, right? So it was like $50 for a year for Xbox Live. And then when they started doing the Game Pass thing, and then when they started merging it before they abolished it, when they started merging it so you could do like the Game Pass with Xbox Live and whatever back, years ago, I started cheating that by, if you went and you got the prepaid card, put it in for, the year membership or whatever, and then waited for, a day, it would pop up and it would say, um, the whole, try it for a month for $1 or whatever. And then if you clicked on it, it would convert your entire membership over. And when it converted your entire membership over, it couldn't take away the prepaid, already redeemed 12 months and convert it. So what it would do is it would just add Game Pass for that $1 to the entire year, and then you just turned off auto renew for everything and let everything expire and then put everything in again the next day. So that's what I used to do. So now, how things have changed is Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they oh yeah, they'd have that for a while still. Well, yeah, like, oh, might as well, especially if it's something you're, knowing you're going to continue playing for long term and all that kind of shit. I'm gonna run out at fucking 98%. Oh! Oh! We got it! I'm so empty though. Like, I don't know how that counted. I was empty like that entire fucking run of that that edge. Yeah, no, I looked at it and it was like, you're telling me you want me to go from paying fucking $50 to paying fucking 250-ish bucks for not wanting to, for, you know, because you want to change your system over. And then it's like, okay, fine, I'll just stock up on this and I'll reevaluate what to do when the time comes. And then when the time came where that system finally just ran out of what I did stockpile on, because you can, activate a couple years at a time. So fucking, when that did run out though, and then that's when they decided to up all the prices. I'm like, yeah, so when I didn't want to go from 50 to 250, now you want me to go from like 50 to like 320 or whatever the fuck the math was. I don't fucking remember anymore. I'm like, yeah, no, that's absolutely not gonna happen. Like, especially when this is all, based on the fact that, you want the Game Pass titles, and I'm sorry, like 95% of your Game Pass library is fucking garbage. It's just fucking little indie title garbage. There's no actual more popular games on there. The only things that do land on there is, for guarantees are, stuff like COD because you own it. Stuff like Sea of Thieves stays on it because you own it. It's a shot in the dark whether or not other titles are going to sign up to go in the Game Pass system. Things don't stay there even though they're supposed to be on there for like 6-month year terms. There's a lot of things I've seen go on there for a month and disappear, so not even that's not even a thing. And then what they do is they pull it hoping to sell it because people just started playing it, and then they put it back on in a month anyways. Like, it's just there's no stability to the Game Pass titles. And like I said, 95% of them are fucking indie trash. And then the couple things that on there are decent are either never gonna leave, or, it's just something that's signed like a permanency deal kind of thing. It's just there's nothing of value on Game Pass for the most part. Like, I mean, the only thing I think I've played in the last while that's on Game Pass that I didn't just pick up solely because I could to fuck around on it. The only thing I've like actually played that was on Game Pass in the last like year that I didn't have was Deep Rock. And at that point, the only thing I'd be losing is Deep Rock. Like, fucking... Like, even Valheim, they pulled Valheim off it, so, I mean, that's the only other thing I've played for a while that's been on it. Like, that's, like, new games are such a crapshoot whether they land on there or not, that it's almost not fucking worth bothering. Especially when they changed it around to the different tiers, so it's not, because before, even when they had different tiers, quit that, Ford, stop. Before that, even when they had different tiers, they still had it, so, new titles landed on all of them. It was just you had access to extra of the indie garbage, basically. Well, now it's designed to, well, you either have a couple indie games, you have more indie games and a couple of long-term titles, or you actually get the new stuff we put in, or you wait a year to get it, and it's like, that's why, again, it's such a crapshoot whether shit ends up on fucking Game Pass. Like, why is that an incentive? Like, such a crapshoot things end up on it, or fucking the things that don't end up on it, and shit like that. But alright, what's our next one? Get any levels out of that? Nope. Skills. I don't have any skill levels. Campaign. Urban space. Done those. Oh, we get to do a shopping mall next. What is... shopping mall. Yeah. Topsoil removal. Materials. Bunch of prefab shit with a crane. And yeah, a bunch of fucking concrete. Gravel. More concrete. More fucking concrete. Okay. Well. Whatever it fucking loads. There we go. So we'll need... Those are in the excavator first. I'll put all this paving shit away. Shit was just rented. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. I liked Farm Sim, but it never lasted long just because it always ended up having connection issues where all of a sudden somebody couldn't join anymore, and then it would be fucking fixed, but then the next person couldn't join anymore, and so that just ended Farming Simulator for me permanently. I don't even fucking try it anymore. Oh yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yep. Hold on, I'm just gotta pull trailers out. I'm just renaming a bunch of this shit here too. Out. Out. Should be there if you want to start grabbing stuff from the shop. I'll join you in a second here. What do you mean? Oh. At least now we can change the colors on some of this shit. Okay. No, we still got a dump truck. At least according to... Yeah, every once in a while, it kind of... The screen in there, like, jumps. Is that what... Yeah, is that what you mean? Yeah. I keep thinking I do that. Truck out. Fucking. What's that? No Man's Sky's still on Game Pass, isn't it? Oh, doesn't matter to me. I'm the same person that used to dump time into sitting there taming fucking shit on standard arc. Nothing like standing there for fucking, 16 hours while taming a fucking Bronto with fucking berries. Have you played Ark? Okay. Oh, we definitely played Survival. Actually, that's some time too. I played, I, I played Ark, and the first time we ever jumped into it, I did some stupid shit, and I spawned in, turned around, and the only thing on the beach behind me was a Bronto, and I thought, challenge accepted in the back of my mind. So I ran around and I picked up things and I picked up things and I picked up things. Because this was like a 150 Bronto, too, right? Like, so I mean, max level, sitting right on the beach. I'm like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to live on that. That's going to be my new mobile base, And fucking, so I just, keep in mind, I'd never played Ark before. And so I'm like, fuck it, that's going to be mine. So I start looking into what I'm going to need for it. Okay. So I go and I fucking get a slingshot. And I haven't looked what I need for this or what my time frames are going to be, right? And I don't know. I'm like the 0.00001% chance that this thing didn't end up in death somehow as well. Because now knowing the stats and stuff later, like there's a 99.999999999% chance I should have killed that thing. But I sat there and I picked pebbles for hours and I shot this thing in the face with a slingshot. 4 hours walking up and down the beach with it for fucking hours. I don't even know how long it took. I finally knocked that Bronto out. I ran up and down that beach as fast as I could, picking fucking berries, shoving berries into it, shoving narco berries into it, barely keeping this thing unconscious. I am running my ass off. And I've done, so keep in mind, it took hours to get this thing down. So many slingshots, so many stones. It's now taken me hours and hours and hours of running up and down this beach, feeding this thing. I spent like fucking 12 to 16 hours on this fucking easily. Of this ordeal so far, of just non-stop up and down. Meanwhile, everybody else is like out getting situated and learning the game and whatever, and I'm just like, nope, got a Bronto, nope, got a Bronto, nope, got a Bronto, nowhere near anybody else. I'm going through this effort the whole fucking time. Like 16 hours later, I'm the only person left on. Obviously, I'm still fucking doing this Bronto, and all of a sudden, right as it's fucking starting to look promising, like, okay, I'm getting ahead, I've got extra food in it, I've got extra narco berries in it, like, I'm actually pulling ahead on this thing, it's doing okay, I've still got to keep with it, but, I don't have to stress about, I'm making it back with, like, a second to spare sort of shit, and a fucking Rex just walked out of the woods and ate the fucking thing. Oh, God, it was so sad. I run down the beach, I pick shit up, turn around, look back down, it's getting chewed on by a Rex, and I'm like, oh, well. Realistically, even if I aggroed that thing and it did run away, I mean, I couldn't escape it, and it would just turn around and go back to eating the Bronto anyways. So, like, at least this way I have my tools. But I'm just sitting there watching it eat it like, everyone gets back on. It's like, so did you get your Bronto? I mean, sort of. What do you mean? What do you mean, sort of? What did something happen to it? Pretty much. How long did you have it for? Well, I never did, but I feel like I did. What? Like, well, so this happened. We were like 16 hours in. we were doing this. I got to the point where I had a nice foothold, and I finally got things up on it. You know, I wasn't having to worry. I was like ahead of the consumption rates and everything. I was finally just being able to like, you know, just kind of wait for the rest of its, you know, thing to work out. And yeah, then a Rex walked down the beach and ate it and ate my parasaur. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. I'm like, yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna go build a house because I ain't taking shit for like another week. I ain't doing this anyway. Y'all gonna go out and tame everything you want. I'm gonna sit here and fucking go build a hut. I'm gonna live my happy little life. I'm not gonna think about dinos anymore. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go out and build on that rock, and every time I come into the mainland here for wood, and I have to think about I'm just gonna hope I don't have to see a dinosaur. I miss Ark, but fuck me. I miss Ark, but at the same time, I've tried to do it so many times and just fucking ended up playing it solo. Well, yeah, well, I had played it. The first time we played it, we went in and we played it as a survival game. And that fucking, you know, well, like I said, eventually I ended up playing it solo. But we went in to play it like a survival game. Well, after that, I tried actually playing like the online PvP, no life kind of, you know, no life kind of commitment to it, and that wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. Yeah, I played that way for a little while, but same thing. Eventually, it just came to the point where you know I was the only one there, so that fucking died out for me. And then after that, I just had no interest in going back to it because it's one thing when you're playing it the survival style way and eventually you end up playing by yourself and shit. But it's right across the way. And eventually end up playing by yourself and stuff, and that's one thing. But then when it came to the point of playing it and ending up playing it fucking solo versus, you know, in more like a Rust play style, where, you know, you get well, when you're fucking in with teams of, you know, 5 people plus, especially with, you know, now how alt accounts, we were talking about that, have ruined everything and shit, but when you're in a fucking match where it's all minimum 5 people with multiple accounts and you go from being at about the same standpoint to literally playing solo, I don't know, just wasn't fun anymore because it's like as soon as you get into a fight, sure, I could sit here and fucking I could sit there and actually put up a decent fight for quite some time, but realistically in the end, you're just gonna throw fucking profiles at me until I just give up. So it doesn't matter if I can win. You're just going to sit there being, you know, 5v1 with multiple profiles. You're just going to sit here and fucking... Oh, fuck off. You're just going to sit here and throw shit at me until I just basically stop fighting back. So what's the point in starting the fight in the first place? Besides killing a few things for satisfaction. So yeah, I never went back to that. Then I tried playing it a few times again as a survival style thing, and fucking every single time got most of the way through it. Got to the point where it was just breed some shit up and go do the boss fight, and then fucking for that map, and then fucking all of a sudden I'm the only one on anymore. I was just playing it not too long ago here actually, and went back, and somebody had known on here for fucking years and years, and fucking texted and called and shit every day and whatever. But they were the person. They're the person I've been bitching about and some other fucking stories here. They just suddenly decided, oh, I'm not getting online anymore, like ever again. But this is right after we got back. We had saved an Ark playthrough. We took a break from it for a bit. And we were just going back into it, just set everything back up. We're just going back into it. Started a 7 Days to Die playthrough. Started a... Oh, fuck, what was it? Started something else. Oh, no, what was it? Oh, Valheim playthrough. And we just got into all of that shit. And we're just starting to play it. And we got like a week into it all, and then all of a sudden it was the, oh yeah, by the way, I'm just like unplugging the Xbox and never getting on again. But, you know, I'll still text, call you this and that. I'm like, you are the one person I was still like willing to start shit with because I got tired of fucking ending up playing it solo. You know exactly what I've said about all this shit before. And, you know, why I've stopped talking to so many people and so on about, you know, starting shit, not fucking finishing it. You're telling me you just got me to start, like, 3 fucking different, well, start 2 different fucking playthroughs and go back to finishing our other one. And then I've spent the last, like, you know, couple days setting all this shit up and getting all these worlds open and ready and tweaked and whatever. And you're telling me you're pulling that fucking exact move. Like, you can't tell me you didn't, you know, have some inclinations, you know, prior, like, you know, a week later, especially to this degree that you're, you know, making all these different changes and shit. It's like, no, just absolutely fuck you then. Uh, you know, like, it's, you know, fucking, meanwhile, I've had other people kind of do the same thing, but there was some foreshadowing to it, you know, fucking, they you know, had an intention of coming back. You know, life gets in the way, it's what it is, but, like, to this extent, just, no, just absolutely fuck you. There ain't gonna be a text. Like, that was fighting words. Like, we've known each other this well and this long. This is a fighting. So these are fighting words that started like. The Valheim one at least got saved because somebody else was the main reason I was starting it up. But they're only on, so yeah. Well, it's the third person thing that gets me more than anything. But yeah, some people like it, some people hate it. Yeah, see, it's designed to look like ass. So I mean. I liked Green Hill. It's so pretty. It's not really there's not really like any end goal you can get to, especially if you're just playing open survival. So I mean, it gets a little tedious, you know, down the line, but that kind of thing. But I liked Green Hill. It's still pretty. Okay, so after this stuff, we will need some materials. So I'll go do that, I guess, since you're digging. Material storage. That away. Yeah, even when he pulled the whole like, oh, by the way, I'm never getting on thing again. Fucking the other person we were playing with, fucking he hopped on, you know, a couple days later because he's not on when he has the kid for the week, and he hopped on the next day, and fucking a couple days later, I guess, and day after next. That's what we're looking for. He hopped on. And, it's like, oh, so it's this. Oh yeah, by the way, Pyro's never coming back. Did something happen with you? Yeah. Oh, something's gonna. I was just like, no, he just decided to. Right, I can't tell if this is a light or not. It's not. I'm like, I was just telling him, like, yeah, no, he hopped on, and then basically he's like, he just gave me the speech of like, oh yeah, by the way, just so you know, blah blah blah, and I'm never getting on again, this and that. But then at the same time, he spent the whole night going back and forth. Last night of us playing, he spent the whole time going back and forth of like, yeah, I got all these plans and this and that, whatever. Oh, but I'd like, but you know, oh, I want to, you know, let's jump on this and finish this. It's like, why, like like, I'm not gonna continue to play through fucking Arc solo now. Like, no, that's gonna crash and fucking burn. Like, why would I want to go jump on it now, knowing it's fucking dead tomorrow? Like, no, we'll stick on this where we don't, you know, we're just playing some playing something bullshit or whatever where it's got like, you know, no progression, no long term, no nothing. And just, you know, it was like, I don't even remember what the fuck we were playing, but it was like the equivalent of jumping in a match of fucking COD multiplayer or something, you know. It was just like just something stupid, fucking. Like, no, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go back to that because, you know, I ain't fucking, no, we just set up all this other shit. It's like, why would I want to go fucking start it or continue it for another day just to fucking burn it down tomorrow? Like, the fuck? It just didn't make fucking, well, but it just didn't make sense because it's like, oh, I want to go do this and get this done and try this and blah blah blah. And it's like, and then it's dead. Like, I just don't. Like, what? Like, it's like, I don't know, we spent the whole fucking night going on about wanting to do this and wanting to do that. Oh, but I'm never coming back. Oh, but, like, we could do this, we could do that. Oh, but I'm never coming back. It's like, yeah, it didn't even sound like, it was just such a fucking mix of what was going on. It didn't make any goddamn sense to me. Yeah, anyway, so he's not coming back. Oh, that's fucking weird. Like, yeah. How do you think? What kind of sense do you think it made to me, considering I just spent the last like 3 days setting up all our fucking games again? Like, I think it was it's all conjecture, but I think it was a mix of. He went home to help out at home, and and it was always, and the part. I mean, he took a different job to leave in the first place the last time he was there, and part of it was a reason to leave, I think, too. And well, he admitted as much anyways, but part of it was a reason to leave because it was getting to the his parents would have this, you know, zero fucking, it was just oh, we need you to do this, and it was just like zero. It's like, you couldn't have told me that when I was doing it like 20 minutes ago, kind of thing. Like, no, you waited like 4 hours and then came and said it to me, and when I could have just finished it then. Like, it was that kind of shit. And but he just, you know, you know, backbone to it kind of thing. He would just agreed. It was slowly fucking driving some resentment, and he was getting annoyed with it. But when fucking, I don't know. I think it was a mix of, and then it was the, well, you know, the odd time he would say something back, then it would be the, well, yeah, but you're staying here and this and that. I'm staying here because you asked me to. Like, because, you know, he went home to help. Like, you know, fucking, it's like, I'm solely here because you asked me to be. You know, well, yeah, but since you are here, you know, it'd be nice for you, blah, 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 blah. It's like, all right, fine. So, you know, start setting things up to leave, and it's like, oh, well, can you delay it for 2 months so we can figure out how to do this and how to do that, and, you know, because he was helping out with certain things, oh, because we gotta, you know, plan for this and plan for that, okay, sure, and then it's back to the, well, but you're here, you know, and I think it was a mix of that, plus they didn't get the game playing thing, and it's like, oh, well, you know, how are you supposed to do this or start this or meet somebody if you're playing games? It's like, because I go to work, because I'm out on the weekends, because, like, none of this like even computes to an argument, right? Like, it's like, you know, oh, how are you ever supposed to meet somebody if you don't go out and do things? Yet I go out and do my hobbies all day. Like, you know, I'm only on in the evening. Like, fuck it. only playing it in the evening for a couple hours at a shot. Like, what's, you know, the argument just doesn't fucking compute. I think it was a mix of him getting tired of everything, and he just kind of decided to pull the plug, and I don't know, whatever the rest of his plan was. Because it seemed like as he was talking, when this came to light, everything was just this absolute fucking mix of, you know, controversy as he was saying shit. So I think it was just kind of born out of that. But check out auto loading. It auto loaded. Dump everything on the ground. Hey, it auto loaded for once. Okay, according to that. Oh, and then there's a bunch of prefab shit. Okay. Prefab wall. Package of big ceiling element. Wooden for where the fuck? Oh, those come from the sawmill. Okay. Bring this shit back down at least first, I guess. Guess I'll have lots of time to pick stuff up. Looks like the topsoil is going to take you a minute. By the sounds of it, I'll have to download some No Man's Sky again, and some Ark again, and... Oh, go fuck yourself. Don't get me wrong, that was completely my fault. I'm not trying to pretend that it wasn't, but... I don't know what happened to my brain. I kind of looked at the light, and I'm like, oh, that one's red. Of course, I'm looking at the, you know, coming from an angle, so it's like, oh, that one's red, and that one's green. Green's good enough, and I don't know what my brain was doing, but I looked at the two different lights, and I'm like, oh, something's shining green. That means go, right? I knew it was wrong, but my brain was just like, yes, you're prepared. It's your turn. Fuck. I don't know what the hell. I'll have to download some of that shit, though, and you're more than welcome to download some Dying Light and hop on with us as well. Well, you wouldn't unknown it. Yeah, fair enough. Well, yeah, you're good. Well, that's what killed, I don't think I ever would have stuck with it by any means, but that's what killed Destiny for me, was fucking, I loaded it up, and I was trying to fucking go in and, like, fix controls and explore a little bit and, like, read through what it's teaching you to do kind of thing in the first couple of missions, and then fucking... Then they hopped in and fucking just sprinted through everything, and I'm just like, well, I don't know how any of that fucking works anymore. So yeah, I'm done with this. Bye. That was also a killed, fuck, what was that? Shit, I can't think of what game that was. There was another game that killed, but with the same two people, but for a different reason. And, where is our little crane box? This over here? Oh. Do we not have a little crane box on this site? But yeah, we loaded up this other game, and can't remember what it was or whatever. And I was getting a little tired of his. It's in the parking lot. I was getting a little tired of his one friend that was playing with us, and it wasn't like you know, well, it wasn't quite something like that, but it boiled down to me basically saying, it's like, okay, if I start playing this, are we playing this? Or are other people joining us playing this? Because I don't want to start, and it wasn't so much that way, it was also, to go a little further, it was like the, you know, are other people joining us? Because I don't want to start this and then restart with somebody else. Like, that's the thing. It's like, if somebody's gonna join us now or forever hold your peace kind of thing. Like, fucking, I'm not resetting this to fucking include other people. And if we include other people, they're to stick with it or not fucking join. You know, was kind of the conversation. And yeah, sure enough, like, fucking lasted a week, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, but yeah, we should, you know, we should switch to this and switch to that, blah blah blah, like switch things around or whatever, because sure enough, someone's gonna come join. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just done with this game then. And I was surprised after like a week of playing it, they actually honored the refund, because normally you can only put a couple hours into it, or normally you can only, you know, like normally you can only put a couple hours into it, or if you never touched it all, you only got X amount of time to still claim it, and, you know, that it also depends what your reasoning gave versus what, you know, you chose for a reason for refund. Like, you know, it depends on a bunch of dumb factors, but for me, it was just, I can't find this fucking crane area. It's gotta be somewhere. But yeah, I was surprised, because I had like a week on it, and I'm just like, yep, downloaded it to play it, fucking, I can't remember what I gave for a reason. I think it was just downloaded to play it and fucking found all these. I think I used the excuse, fucking found that, found there was too much, you know, fucking modding in public servers, and not fucking interested in continuing on a game that doesn't have any moderation or something like that. I think there was another, oh, I think I tried, what was it? Fuck, what was that? It wasn't Chivalry, or Chivalry 2 or anything, but it was something similar to, like, Chivalry or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And I got that, and I tried it out, and played it for a little bit, and then fucking went and refunded it because I just didn't care for it. I think my reasoning for it or whatever, cause it's like, oh, well, you've had it too long to, which was bullshit, because I'd only been on it for like an hour or two, and it's like, oh, you've had it too long to refund it or whatever. So I appealed the decision and complained that, I appealed the decision, and then I went and I complained that, yeah, if you turn off crossplay, there's zero fucking matchmaking. Compared to, they boast about having so many fucking players and this and that, whatever. False advertising. Oh, okay. Then they refunded it. I don't know where this fucking crane site is. Suppose it shows on the fucking map, no? like to know where the crane site is and pull all the shit off the fucking... I don't. Considering you're digging in the marked fucking lines and I can see the end stakes, I don't know where you'd be digging that fucking would have, like, covered up the crane thing. Normally, isn't it like a site like these, you know? Like, it's behind shit like that, but I think it even suggested a tower crane, did it not? Bearing structure. Yeah, recommended fast directing crane or tower crane. So it includes those in the recommendations. I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna... leave that truck loaded with that shit and we'll pick up the other stuff. Why can't I drive? Alright, because the rims are probably up. We'll get the shit from the sawmill, I guess. Doesn't really matter what order you grab it if it's all sitting here. I've also yet to see, I mean, not that I don't believe you, obviously, I also haven't seen a site yet that hasn't had the crane spot. I don't know, maybe. I also don't know why it would fucking... No, because even the Chinese market one was there right from the start. I also don't know why I would recommend the, you know, pop-up cranes if it doesn't have a location for them, but never know, crane might just be crane. As far as the game's concerned, crane is crane. Worst case scenario, if I pick this shit up and I run out of truck space and still gotta get more stuff, which I'm pretty sure I will, then just fucking offload it in that little marker zone and with the little baby cranes on the trucks. And we still haven't figured out where the pop-up crane position is, then we just rent a fucking crane. I mean, what else do we do at that point? See how much the little truck cranes can do. These red lights make me want to eat crushed baby flesh. You found a way to scam the red light cameras? My fucking phone. Looking at my phone, dog. You could try to, like, move your head a little bit, you know? Like, reach it under the dog and it's just laying there completely still, not a care in the fucking world. This red light, search for phone again. There we go. Both of you fuzzy creatures. Need to shave your face still, I haven't done it. You're getting a little scruffy. I know everyone would be like, oh no, you can't do that, it's so horrible, and I understand there's some issues with it. I've shaved her whiskers off before, and she's never fucking seemed to change in any sort of manner. Not a care in the fucking world. Didn't intend to shave her whiskers off the first time, but that was her first time ever getting shaved, and she turned her head, and zoop, that was it. Whiskers on the one side. So I figured at that point the damage was done, and just fucking shave her whole head right down, anyways. And yeah, she didn't act any different. Didn't seem to have any different, you know. Didn't seem like she was stressed out. Didn't seem to be bothered by it one fucking bit whatsoever. Nothing changed. She didn't, nothing about her changed. She didn't do anything, you know. Zero differences across the board in any way you could possibly imagine. So ever since then, it's just like, alright, time to shave your head, and everything goes. Well, it's like her scruffy beard is like in with the whiskers too, so it's like it's hard to fucking not shave them to begin with. So maybe it's a good thing I did it by accident in the first place and noticed it didn't seem to bother her any. But yeah, I gotta shave the other one's fucking feet. He's getting long hair in between his toes. Which, for all, I don't know why, that's fucking new. Like, all the time I've fucking had him around, I've never had to shave his feet. All of a sudden, he just fucking sprouted foot hair. But I've never fucking, like, ever, like, you know, never had to do it with him. All of a sudden, he's got, like, fucking beards coming out of him fucking between his toes. He's not gonna like me shaving his feet either. That's the issue. She won't give a shit. She just sits there and looks at you with a big grin while you fucking shave her, 'cause she just thinks you're fucking... Really? Do you not know how to fucking merge? Getting a road rage and construction simulator. My god. Fucking... like, he's not pulling out, so like, alright, I'll pull out. The second I pull out, he fucking finally hooks to try and get into the lane. It's like, oh, whatever. It's like, do you not see that you're going into the side of a semi-trailer? Like, that's what I mean, like, the AI in here for driving doesn't understand the concept of crashing. It's like, oh, let's T-bone the truck, like, you know, fucking... yeah, no, fucking, she doesn't give a shit being shaved, though. Him, on the other hand, I don't know, he's very uppity about certain things, and I think me playing with a fucking electric razor mixed with me playing with his fucking feet, I don't think he's gonna like either of those. But, I mean, he's also the same dog that you think he'd have a fuss about being bathed, considering what he's like, but he doesn't have a single care in the world. He just stands there for bath time. He just stands there and lets you get it over with. She kind of cowers in the corner. What? Oh, whoops. Not so much in a sense of, like, scared, cowering in the corner, but like her version of bath time is she just kind of like goes and stands in the corner with her face to the wall so you don't spray her in the face, and then she just refuses to move until you're done bathing her. So you gotta manhandle her around, which is fine because for the size of her, she's built like a fucking toothpick. So might be a giant dog, but she's built like a fucking toothpick. So you just fucking toss her around like nothing. He's a bigger dog, but he's also built like a fucking thick boy. So trying to manhandle him around like an ox. So it's a good thing he just stands there and listens for bath time. Lets you do whatever you want. Tell him to turn around, he turns around. But, neighbor's dog fucking give it a bath and it fucking, the one just stands there. Their dog is built like a fucking mule. It just fucking stands there and refuses to move, but it just stands there in the most annoying fucking position, and it kind of just, it crushes itself for a big dog, and it just kind of like compacts itself into the corner. You're trying to drag it out of the corner to fucking bath it back to the corner every time you let go of them. Fucking, it's annoying as hell. The other one, I didn't expect that. He fought back for bath time. They got a newer puppy now, and I didn't expect that. He fought back for bath time when I tried bathing him. He fucking fought back and was kicking and fucking trying to resist, trying to jump out, whatever, and fucking I'm trying to rub him and he's turning around and he's gnawing on my hands, trying to plead with me to stop, and fucking every time I started, hosing him down, he'd fucking try to move away from it and resist it. I finally got tired of it. I threw the plug in the bath, filled it up a few inches, and flipped him over on his back and just held him there. Then he quit resisting pretty fast. He just kind of sat there like, oh my god. Why can't I? Oh, don't tell me. Oh! How much of this did I? Oh, fuck's sakes. Kept letting me buy it, but it wouldn't go down. So what's... Okay, hold on. Roof package element A, C. There's one, there's two of those. Is it out of room to place out here? Is that the issue? No? I don't understand. Is the trailer's in the way? Couldn't tell because it was making the sound as if I was buying it, but then it was not. I couldn't tell if it was actually taking the money. But it wasn't buying, so I'm hoping it was just a mix of. Yeah, pull that truck out of the way and go back and try this again. I hope I wasn't buying duplicates of shit. Okay, that's everything from the sawmill bot. Okay. Alright, that's gonna get stuck on that. Yeah, I'm trying to move a little bit so you can put the fucking leg down, you stupid thing. That should do it. Exterior. How am I supposed to lay this shit on the fucking... This cargo is too heavy for the current machine. Kind of too late to have it delivered. Don't see a spot to slap a crane down here. don't see a spot for forklifts. But I mean, if the truck crane can't do it, a forklift can't do it. Or they want to rent a crane to come up here just to move it. Is there a way I can fucking opt to have it fucking delivered now in the end? That's all in the world. How is that shit in the warehouse? What? That's shit we had extra of, apparently. I don't think there's a way for me to... Is there a way to do it back through the building here? Probably not, because it's already paid for and laying in the yard. Okay, well, so I gotta get a crane and get over here and load it on the truck and drive them both down there. Sorting, crane. Cranes. Well, I'll assume the more expensive one is better for a reason, I guess. That up. Getting sick of pushing dirt yet? Yeah, I know, as you're pushing long distances, you end up making fucking wooden rows, and then you gotta go back and get those. I get what you mean. You're making progress. That's all that matters. Yeah, it's fucking. It's iffy. It's like you think you put it down, it would dig in a little bit, but it only digs so much, and then you put it level and it flattens, but sometimes it still wants to dig. It's fucking touchy. Now watch, I'm gonna use this crane to load this shit on the truck, and then it's gonna start telling me that the truck's too fucking heavy or some shit. Ugh. What also annoys me is that you can't use any of the cranes to grab other vehicles on any points or trailers or. I just think that's stupid that it doesn't let you do that. Same with the mirrors not working. That's my two complaints. In a game like this, I'm surprised the mirrors don't work. I'm also surprised you can't winch things up with the cranes, or there's no reason I can't grab the ass end of the one of these little trailers and just move it over. Like, makes no sense. I can't say I ever followed these. I didn't start getting much into any of the sim games until lately, and then it was mostly just as a solo time passer for some of them originally. Like the cop one, or the firefighter one, or the market one. I preferred the cop one over the firefighter one. That's I mean, they were both repetitive. I don't disagree with that, but that's what kind of did the um, firefighter one in for me, was because it just like I was doing the progression missions, and I feel like I'm putting out the same fire over and over and over and over, and like 90% of it was driving to the fire. Like doing the progressional missions, it gave me like 4 fucking garbage can fires in a row, and I'm just like, really? Like, you're telling me that's as far as this crane can turn? Really? That's disappointing. Okay, let's pull this trailer out, pull it all the way around. Park underneath where I got that dangling. Apparently that's as far as I can reach. Okay. It's not gonna let me stack this on top, is it? Nope. Okay. Means I gotta drive this down, get it there, bring the other truck back, which means unloading the other truck. We still haven't found the fucking place to be able to do that, so that means use the little crane, which I guess isn't that big of a deal, but... do you? When I'm basically playing truck driver anyways. A little swervy with one hand. That's what I should be doing. I should have my music playing in the background. Yeah. Once I get to site. I'm just talking to myself, don't mind me. Was the child requesting things? And what did the child want? So in other words, her mom's trying to get you to do errands through her. It's not a you problem. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you. Uh, the, what? Yeah, it's there comes a point. Well, it's not even that. It's like aside the fact whether you mind or you don't mind or whatever the situation is in general, it just comes down to the fact where if it's the only time you're getting brought up or asked or involved in something is because, oh hey, we need you to do this, then eventually it gets to the point, regardless, where most people just stop fucking doing it. And then, it's like if the only reason you're gonna call me is because you need such and such, eventually I just don't give you a reason to call me anymore because it's not worth it if that's the only reason I'm being involved. Like, regardless as to, what the other fucking ends of a situation are too. Like, it's like fucking I was telling one person to play with it. He's divorced and he's got the kid part time and it's a shared custody thing or whatever, and you know, week back and forth kind of thing. And it was a green. I hate those double fucking intersections. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Pull halfway through the intersection and then just wait for the lights to change as I block the whole thing? Like, it just makes no sense. Like, it's green or it's not. Like, fucking, it's stupid with that, like, separated medium shit. Like, what is that? But anyways, he's got the kid half the time, and he's divorced or whatever, and that I don't know. Of course, I'm only hearing his side of things, but from what is being said, it doesn't really surprise me because I know somebody else that's like that too, but even the kid doesn't sound like he wants anything to do with the fucking parent. Like, and for the kid being like, 8 years old and very avidly is, speaking out of like, I don't want to be bothered with the bitch. Like, and his dad doesn't talk about, it's not like his dad talks about her that way either. Like, his dad's careful about what he says and fucking doesn't say anything bad and that kind of shit. But it's like the fact that the kid of its own understanding is standing there and looking at them and going, I want nothing to do with her, that speaks volumes. Especially when he's not sitting there bad mouthing her. He's not sitting there bad mouthing her with the kid around or anything either, like, or to other people, fucking. So I mean that speaks that, well, yeah, but like that, that speaks volumes when you're at that point, like, fucking. But yeah, no, kid wants nothing, absolutely nothing to do with his mom, and I know somebody else like that too. But he mentioned something one day, and I'm like, I'd be if I were you, I'd be starting to keep track of things, because it you know, it's one of these things where it's slowly turning into, well, I can be as late with the kid as I want, but if you're a minute late, you know, there's fucking hell to pay kind of thing. And you know, um not that he ever is either, but it's just like it's a lot of those kinds of things. But it's also coming up to the point where um fucking he has to, and I know somebody else in the same position too, but he's got this kid has to change schools next year because of the grading where they are or whatever. This kid has to change schools next year. Well, that's gonna end up meaning the kid has to go basically to one of two directions. Well, when they live in different towns, you know, an hour away, or you know, fucking, it's not bad changing the kid out for the week, but you know, when he's got to go to school in this, you know, one town or the other kind of thing, right? Like, it's getting to this point where, but he was telling me about it and certain other things that had come up, and I'm just like, I'd start making a record, because as much as I don't want to sit here and, you know, make you think about it, I'm pretty sure she's gonna aim for, just from things that have been said, I'm pretty sure she's going to be aiming for full custody when the that time comes, because that's going to be the perfect excuse to sit there and go, oh, but he needs to be in school over here, and it's, you know, it can't let you drive him every day, and there's other things where, and there's many other things where you end up doing, you know, like a split school thing where it's like it's half homeschool in those situations, where it ends up being like half homeschool, or it ends up being um, half homeschool, or like, you know, he takes X amount of classes at one school, and like, you know, takes math and science here, and then takes, you know, history and gym at the other school, and you know, so it's divided, so it's not bouncing between teachers and stuff, but you know, can still attend to kind of both directions, and you know, depending the custody arrangement. But I'd say it sounds like none of those are going to be an option, and it really sounds like she's just going to be angling for sole custody here pretty soon. Like, I'd start documenting all this shit that, you know, about her fucking pulling certain things and making certain comments and fucking, you know, trying to. Cause there's been a few instances where it seemed like she was trying to get him to say certain things, or, you know, fucking try to coach the kid towards certain things, and it's like, I'd just be, it's not a fun thought to have to go deal with again, but I'd just be a little weary of what's all said and done and where kind of thing anymore. And then the other person I know, I think he's getting to that point too, because he's in the same more or less arrangement, but he's getting to the point where it's about the same thing. They live a little bit apart and stuff like that, and alternating weeks and whatever. But at this point, it's the kid's just starting school, and I think he's gonna end up in the same argument. I'm like, oh, start preparing yourself now. Start putting every dollar you can away towards fucking lawyers' fees, and that's where it's gonna go. So start putting every. Yep. Well, and it's the same too. Like, the kid doesn't, you know, the kid doesn't care for his mom in that situation either. Like, that's the thing. Like, fucking, you know, he goes to pick up the kid, and the kid fucking, you know, runs over, hops in the truck, and, you know, oh, what are we doing today? This, that, whatever. And fucking, he goes to go back to his mom, and it's like a fucking, you know, half an hour ordeal to get him to get out of the fucking truck and go back to his mom, like, you know. And she does nothing but openly complain about, you know, oh, he did this, or oh, he did that, no, he doesn't listen, and like every time he's got the kid is like a fucking saint, like, you know. It's like, yeah, it's like, but he also lives, unlike the first person, where there's at least a bit of a chance, the second person that I'm talking about now, he lives in an area where it's one of those kind of, oh, mom wins within the first 2 minutes of the hearing. Well, yeah, but kids. Well, that's yeah, but like I said, the second person, like, you know, the kid's just starting school, like it's not even old enough to have a say. Neither of the kids are, not even old enough to get a fucking say out of the arrangement, sadly. But I don't know. Court systems are a fucking crapshoot, regardless. Doesn't matter what the fucking context is. There's so many times you can fucking be dead. You can see people dead to rights for something, and it's like, oh yeah, you're free to go, and everyone's like, huh? What? make that make sense again? What did you say? Then there's other times where it's like, oh yeah, that's, you know, very clear-cut case of, fucking self-defense or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, he's going to prison for life. It's like, excuse me? And then, of course, that's just, you know, that's just when you get, you know, fucking random cases and shit, too. If you start getting it where it's, you know, fucking certain people versus certain people, that's a whole different fucking... Why can't I put that there? You start getting other aspects, and it's, you know, fucking... You go embezzle fucking, you know, $100,000 from a company, so be it, but, you know, fucking, Mr. CEO does it, we'll just give you a $5,000 fine. You know, like, it's... There was one case, this guy, he ended up getting, custody of his kid. And this takes a whole different fucking turn, but this guy ends up getting custody of his kid. Well, when he got custody of his kid, that didn't fucking fly. That didn't fly with the mom, so then what happened after that was, the mom had, her younger sister stay, okay, well, I guess that stays there. Her mom had the younger sister, or the kid's mom had the younger sister fucking go and say that they hooked up at one point. Well, because they're both in their 20s and the younger sister's 17, automatic charge, no matter what. Well, okay, that's easy enough to, you know, say didn't happen when it gets to the court case. Well, what happened in the court case was, oh, okay, there's, you know, thanks for putting a fort. And by the way, the proof that this never took place was the supposed dates. He was out of the country for 2 weeks. So, you know, that kind of throws it out right there, right? Like, literally not in the country for 2 weeks. Zero, you know, report, zero DNA, zero anything. According to the time frame that this took place, he wasn't even in the country. So they changed the time frame to being, oh, well, it must have been this kind of act. Well, congratulations, he still wasn't in the country. Like, you know, because it started with, oh, he wasn't in the country, and then it was like, oh, well, it was this, and it's like, still wasn't in the country, you know, and they shot themselves in the foot like 5 fucking times in a row with this. He still went to prison for it. So he spent the next 5 years trying to get out, finally got out, and then he spent another 5 years arguing this in court, trying to get it fucking looked at again. Finally gets it into the fucking court system. And they fucking looked at him and they basically said this is gonna take all of, this is gonna take all of an hour, um, just based off of the paperwork alone. And they basically summed it up to, well, we're sorry we can't give you the time back, but oh well. And they basically said like, there's no way in hell you should have ever been, there's no way in hell this should have ever went the way it went, but can't give you the time back, so oh well, so be it. And so then he went back right away, and he petitioned for custody of the kid again, because I guess fucking the reason he got custody in the first place was the mom had turned into a fucking addict when they split, and that was part of the reason for splitting. And sure enough, fucking, she's off as some fucking addict and whatever, and the kid's living with grandma or, fucking mom's mom kind of thing situation. And so he goes back and he petitions, well, now this is all fucking cleared, I want my fucking kid back. And that's when they turned around and they gave him well, the kid's too young to know you. You can go through and try to basically petition that the mother-in-law is unfit, and you can try that. You can try going that way and say the mother-in-law is unfit, and that then you can try and adopt the kid out of the system and blah 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 kind of thing. And but that being said, with this still, this is, well, it's kind of all been erased now. The fact is that this is still gonna, because it's a kid, even though you've technically had your record clear, it's still gonna show up and it's gonna be a conversation, and it's gonna, even though you've had your record, went back and fixed and cleared, it's still, you did the time for it, and then they're gonna say, yeah, okay, sure, you're related to the kid for the adoption thing, but you have no relationship with the kid, and you lost your custody with the kid in the first place, doesn't matter why. And yeah, motherfucker, he sat there and he ended up spending like 15 fucking years fighting about shit, trying to get everything sorted. And then it came down to the fact that kid turned 18 and basically walked out and fucking disappeared. Wanted nothing to do with the, yeah, didn't want nothing to do with the home environment. Fucking, was never allowed to, get in touch with the dad except for a couple calls here and there. Yep, kid walked out the door at 18 and fucking disappeared. And then and then people sit here and look at me. It's like, and why don't you want kids? And each their own. Power to you. Each their fucking own. I mean, it's some people do, some people don't. But right off the fucking hop, it's I don't want kids, because nowadays, I mean, it's one thing maybe back when, but nowadays you have zero parental rights, yet all of the liability to your own fucking kid. That's just for that alone. Let alone you go down the fucking rabbit hole of certain fucking narratives that are being pushed, especially towards kids, and again, cross that, go back to zero parental rights and all the liability, and then you go back to, now they say if your kid starts having a fucking mental issue, regardless as to what it is, whether it's some diagnosable fucking thing that's something that you would actually see as a mental issue, or it's what you can easily call a mental issue nowadays if they decide they're fucking gonna identify as a toaster oven. Like oh well, again, you got no parental rights and all the liability. Oh, you took them to a shrink instead of coddling them. Throw the book at them. Oh, you coddled them instead of taking them to a shrink in the same situation. Oh, throw the book at that person. Like fucking, that, and all of that. And then on top of it, I just have zero fucking interest in having that sort of tie down myself. Because I mean, That's just not the way I do things. So, I mean, that mixed with that doesn't fucking fit. And then on top of it, look at today's fucking women and how they act. Do you expect me to think that it's gonna be a stable relationship fucking a year down? Let alone fucking throughout the, years of the kid growing up. You think that's gonna remain a stable, relationship, 2 months after the pregnancy to begin with? Like fucking, like no, there's just you can't aside the like, oh, but then you could have a kid and a loving relationship or whatever. It's like you're trying to really sell one factor versus like 100 bad ones to me. Like like it's you're not really. I don't think you're hearing the argument. It's like, oh, but a family. It's like, did you not hear like the 99 problems? Like. And again, each their own. People have kids that are absolutely happy with it. Some people have kids that absolutely hate it and can't really do much about it. So I mean, some people don't want, some people don't have kids, want kids and can't. It's a whole thing across the board. Each their own. But my 2 cents is, I'm not, I'm personally not interested in the situation. Oh, you'll change your mind when you're older. People stop saying that when you look at them with a straight face and you say, no, no, I don't think you understand me. There will not be kids. Period. Oh, well, but what if, something, what if there's, an unplanned thing and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I will not have kids. Oh, but like, what if you do that? People will go falling down the fucking stairs repeatedly before I will be having kids. There will not be kids. Suddenly everyone drops the conversation. Fucking, oh, that was a good one. Fucking, my grandmother said that at one point. Fucking, she'd been gone for a while. My grandmother said that at one point. It's like, oh, you might change your mind when you're older. I fucking, she had a lot of jokes or whatever. But I looked at her one time like, yeah, no, there ain't gonna be any mind changing. Each of their own. Like even back when I was little, there ain't gonna be mind changing. And well, you never know though. Something could happen, and somebody will fall down the fucking stairs. It's that simple. The answer was no. Okay. That's when I learned if it stopped her in her tracks, it'll stop everybody else that brings it up. She was the same woman that fucking. She had bad knees. I used to take her for her errands and stuff, and she'd want to make an outing of it still, even though she couldn't go around and do anything. So she'd go and she'd. Oh, that green light's hidden in the fucking bush. She'd go and, stop and have to pick things up from, grocery store or whatever. She'd come in, she'd sit at the benches at the front, and that'd kind of be, I'd drop her at the door, she'd go in, get that far, and that'd be kind of it, and she'd sit there and run around and get everything, and I'd take it out, put everything in the vehicle, and, come back in the door, get her, whatever, but go through the till and look over, and she's got just a huge fucking grin across her face. Okay, so I finish going through the till, and I walk over there, and I don't even get up to her yet. I'm just approaching. As soon as I'm within, like, normal speaking volume range, I'm not even, like, at her yet, and it's, oh, I saw these 3 guys come in, and one was an Arab guy, and he had his whole little cultural outfit on, and one guy was a Jewish guy, and he had his little outfit. The other guy was one of the Hutterites, and he had his outfit, and they were all together and talking. Oh, I could think of so many racist jokes, and she starts firing them off. This little old lady that's sitting beside her on the other end of the bench is sitting there just perfectly straight, turns white as a fucking ghost, and just eyes wide, jaw dropped, just like, oh my fucking god, as she's listening to this stuff. Everybody's slowly turning, giving me the dirty looks. Not her. No, I'm getting the fucking death glares. It's like, off we go. Oh, and then this Indian fellow came in, and I thought of all the ways I could include him. She starts saying, and you know, fucking that area. You know, it's like, time to go. Come on, no, let's no, you're gonna get me shot. Let's go. At this point, oh, come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Yes, I made it before it turned red. I came to the top of an off-ramp and fucking... There was a light at the top of it, and I had to fucking wait, and I hit the gas to go, and the trucks just start sliding backwards. I'm watching the light slowly time out. At this point, I feel like I'm just playing Trucking Simulator. Get all this stuff and bring it back, and then... Gotta go get all the walls. And then at that point, everything should be down there. According to this, I have everything. I'm hoping I do. You having fun playing in the dirt. Starting to cooperate, is it? Oh, there you go. Okay, got this truck loaded. I gotta bring the crane down there as well. I gotta bring the truck down there. I gotta go get more shit. Sorry, SUV. I just may have killed a small family. Or a large family. I don't know. There's a dead family. That's all that matters. I was going downhill a little too fast. Brakes weren't that effective. There was a crunch. A vehicle disintegrated. So apparently when you have accidents, they just vanish into thin air. Helps keep our insurance premiums down, I guess, but... No witnesses as they fade away. You're fine, Ford. You're the one hugging my... maybe I stuck my foot there, I don't know. Lose track over time. Either way, you seem content with hugging my foot, so... These vehicles don't understand how to merge. They just get to the end of the lane, and then they stop, and then just suddenly turn into the other lane. Still don't know why it suggests the tower crane if we can't find a crane spot. Give me a green light. There we go, a little bit more towards our counters for refueling and repair at gas stations. Looks like you're progressing well. Want to know what's randomly stuck in my head? Carl, why do you kill people, Carl? I don't fucking know why. And then there's the one that never left. Shun the non-believers! Shun. You know, in the realm of fantasy and stuff, you know, like the Minotaur being a fantasy monster, in like whatever D&D, some anime, some whatever, right? You know, what would you have to roll? Well, let's go with the D&D one. What would you have to roll to get away with milking a Minotaur? So I mean, if you find a female one, it would have udders in theory. Like, what's... Anyway, so this is also why I should probably never be allowed to join anybody in D&D. We have to get to the bad man's boss kingdom. Let's stop and milk minotaurs. Oh, fuck you. Fine. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Fucking whore. Okay. And it returns. What did you say? Oh, I thought you said unfortunately. I'm like, you are getting tired of the dirt. Oh yeah, what else do I gotta fucking pick up? Gotta get down here to the prefab shit. Alright, should be the last one has to be picked up though. Hopefully it all fits on the one trailer. Remember you got the excavator there too if you need it. I feel like it's not worth trying to dump that shit into a dump truck to take away. I feel like that's just not worth the effort. What are these sounds you're making? You're moaning? Yawning. I say it sounded kind of moan-like. I mean, the mic only caught part of it, so I don't know what you're doing out here. The bulldozer might be getting real close, for all I know. Each their own. Personally, I feel like there's other machines to be more worthy of the love, but hey, if you like bulldozers, whatever does it for you. I have arrived! You've made it to the walls. Please only be 1 trillion length worth of walls. Of course not. At least I'm still doing productive things, it just really doesn't feel like it. What'd you say? And your next step in this process then is I mean, yeah, the gas station's a little far for that thing if you're completely out already. I mean, we do have service trucks. Doesn't help with the other objective, but still got service trucks. And it's not... Oh, fuck you, you fucking little illuminated demon. But, I mean, the base isn't too far from that either. Would you like me to go get you the service truck? So you don't want the service truck? Okay. Well, I mean, that's necessarily not a bad thing. What color do we want for a service truck? Orange-ish shades, yellows, kind of rose gold, reds, silvers, whites, blacks, blues, greens, beige. Black it is. Well, as close to black as we can get, anyways. Would you like to be serviced? I can get to you. Should be able to refill. Your screen is black? You got the glitch. Yeah, you might have a glitch. If you look over this way, it should say refuel and repair. There you go. Seems like you got it to work. Eventually you'll end up having to relaunch to get your shit sorted, but for now, as long as you're in the dozer, you're safe, I guess. Okay, take these two things off, go get fucking last two things, then everything should be delivered here. Alright, go get the last fucking load. It's just turned into bulldozer simulator for you and truck driver simulator for me. Looks like you're almost done. Well, yeah, because then you get so far down, and you just start making doubles. you, just, you just start recreating it. I just happen to look up and I see it fucking tweaking. Fucking 80, 98, 97, 98, 97. Repair. Oh, there we go. Slowly getting that checklist done. I swear this gives us some other like surprise load after I've done all these fucking trips. I think I'll be fucking happy. And the bowl of kibble has returned. What'd you say? Give you that for the easy return. You having issues over there? What what happened? Ah, if it doesn't work this time, say something. I'll close it and relaunch it myself. Who knows? It might help. We're getting a blizzard. We haven't had anything. It's supposed to be like -2 for the next week, last I saw. I take it you're over there having some issues. Oh, okay. I know somebody that lives on the opposite side of that lake, and they get every exact bit of weather I get. Yeah. Not sure if it's worthwhile fucking haul. What's up? Oh, did it boot you again? I'm gonna, yeah, I'll reset this here too.